On March 4, 1861, Abraham Lincoln becomes President of the United States. Less than a month later, on April 12th, a Confederate attack on Fort Sumter, South Carolina, ignites the Civil War.
Abraham Lincoln calls for 75,000 troops. Units are rushing, and they're coming into Washington from Pennsylvania, from New York, from Massachusetts.
Only a week after Fort Sumter, the 6th Massachusetts Militia, which includes some of Barton's former students, has been attacked by a pro-Confederate mob as they reach Baltimore. 4 are killed, and their bodies are taken to Washington, the first casualties of the Civil War.
She goes to the Capitol building, and she finds her unit literally lying in the Senate chambers.
But there's no one there to care for them.
They had lost other supplies and everything in the skirmish, and some of them were wounded.
So Barton responds with her own medical provisions. When those are gone, she calls for donations from her former schools in Massachusetts and New Jersey to buy more. It's her first run at the fundraising machine she will later create. In July, an untested Union Army sweeps south into Virginia toward the Confederate capital of Richmond in hopes of ending the rebellion. But the South pushes back, launching a powerful counterattack at the Battle of Bull Run, forcing the disorganized Union fighters into a bloody retreat just 35 miles from Washington.
Because what she saw were men who were not well fed. The Army hadn't figured out how to get food to everybody yet. She found men whose clothes were a bit worn. She found men without proper medicine. And she immediately did what she was best at, organizing other people to help.
Barton launches an urgent letter-writing campaign to publicize the plight of the wounded soldiers.
She would describe the battle scenes, and you felt like you were right there, and that would inspire people to donate supplies.
Send me blankets, send me bandages, send me food. The people from that area just flooded her with supplies that she could then take out and give to these soldiers.
It was really at the beginning of a conversation where we began to focus more on saving the lives of our soldiers as opposed to taking the lives of our soldiers. War had become so terrible, increasing public awareness of how deep that tragedy was. That became more public knowledge due to the efforts of Clara Barton.
As the war rages through its first year, the slaughter is unprecedented. And Clara Barton realizes that the speed of the aid she provides is as critical as the quality. If she wants to save more lives, she can't wait for the soldiers to come to her. She must go to them.
She believed that her place was on the battlefield, that if the men were going to the battlefield, she should be going to the battlefield.